T-shirts have always been a way to express yourself, and with these shirts, we can all express our culture. Justo, you are the founder of Deezshirts. Tell us how Deezshirts came about.
I always wanted to wear shirts that represent my culture, but I never felt like anyone had anything good out there. I just took a chance and I actually just designed something that I thought I would wear. And the word got around and I started printing them and selling them out of my house and out of my car. Just pretty much word of mouth through friends and letting people know that I actually did represent, let's say, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, or any other culture that was around my neighborhood.
So it sounds like you have a cultural mission within Deezshirts. Can you tell us more about what your mission is with Deezshirts?
My main mission is more than just represent culture. I think it's to create a vehicle for people to represent themselves.
Justo, some of the messages on your T-shirts can be construed as controversial. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, I take it you're talking about the I still love white people.
Yes, I am.
Well, I know some of my shirts do come across. They could come across a little bit controversial, but the reason why I actually went with that design is because I actually have a young cousin of mine who looks up to me. He's 10 years old. I remember him coming at me, asking me why his friends hated white people. So I gave a lot of thought into that because I kind of felt like a 10-year-old shouldn't be having those issues, and I actually made it thinking of him and thinking of that whole situation and how I could change it with one of my shirts. This shirt does make a statement. It might be a little controversial, but I think that people are getting the point, you know.
Tell me, who buys these shirts? Who's your fan base?
Um, Everybody buys them. I mean, people that I never expected to buy them would buy them. Like I had a group of Asian kids buy a ton of my gamangu shirts because they went to Dominican Republic at one point in their life, and they remember eating mangu every single morning wherever they were staying. At this point, I can't really tell that much the nationalities of people that are buying them because they're buying them online. But a lot of people in Miami buy my shirts, same in California and Texas. When I did the festivals, I loved it because, and I'm still gonna do the festivals always because one thing I love about doing my shirts is the reaction on people. Like, don't even pay me. When I see their reaction in their face when they see my design and the way they appreciate my hard work, appreciate what I do, that's priceless. Like, I love that feeling when people walk into my booth and they see my shirts and they hold it up and they're like, oh my God, I gotta show this to someone. I gotta show it. Like,
Yeah, I had a similar reaction when I saw you in the festival in Jamaica Plain. Tell us about the name Deezshirts.
wow, it's so funny. Well, you know, I wanted to come up with a name for the things I was doing. You know, not Justo and not Garcia, but just a name that would represent the shirts. And my very, very best friend came up with that name. And at first, he started making fun of me. Yeah, call it Deezshirts, Deezshirts. That was so funny, Deezshirts. And I had a book full of names. And then at the end, I ended up going back to that one name. He was making fun of me for months. And it's been history ever since.
It's catchy, it's catchy. I like it. It's deezshirts.com, DEEZSHIRTS.com. And you also have developed popularity on MySpace as well, correct?
Yeah, that's true. I've always been on MySpace, but I never thought I could actually do what I do on it now, which is I meet a lot of people on MySpace and people of different nationalities. And MySpace is, of course, another great tool for you to meet friends, make people see what you're doing, and be able to view all your designs, pictures, not only my website, and I could make friends and stay in touch with people.
Now, you also get involved not only in the online community, but in the Latino community by sponsoring musicians, I hear. Is this true?
Yeah, you know, we actually have our first sponsored artist. He's a local artist. His name is Jordano Enriquez. I loved his music before I even met him, and on MySpace we met and we actually talked, and 3 months later he's gonna be one of our spokespersons. You know, he's gonna actually wear our shirts, and we're actually gonna create his apparel line.
Giordano, what kind of music do you sing?
It's a mixture of different rhythms because I grew up, half of my life I grew up here, and it's influenced by some, obviously, rock, some boleros from what I grew up listening to, and some just pop and a little bit of funk and R&B sometimes. But it's a little bit of everything. It's hard to, but it's categorized as rock and Spanish.
Okay. And do you write your own lyrics and music?
I do. I do write my own lyrics and music. I get help from friends, musicians of mine, but yeah, I write my own songs.
And how long have you been at this music career?
The music career, well, the solo artist, I've been doing it for a year, and I was in a band before for about 3 years. I've been into the whole music for about 5, 6 years. So,
And how did your relationship with Justo and Deezshirts come about?
well, with Justo and Deezchirts, I like the whole philosophy that's behind the T-shirts, and I saw them online, and we became friends. He showed up to one of my shows, one of my first shows, and we talked about it, and we just became really attached to the same ideas and what the T-shirts represent. I mean, I'm a type of person that obviously through music I like to express myself, and with what I'm wearing, I also like to express myself, and I think it goes good with the philosophy that's behind the unity among Latinos, and also being influenced by other cultures here in the United States. It doesn't stay in the Latin communities; it goes to other cultures, and that's what I like about the philosophy behind these shirts.
And on that note, would you like to express yourself with a little song for our viewers?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome, thanks.
This one, it's actually on MySpace, and it's one of my favorite songs. It's called Todo Cambió, and it goes like this. Ha llegado el tiempo de decir las cosas como son, de dejar de darle vueltas a esta situación entre nosotros. Tú dices estar muy bien, pero yo sé que estás peor. No supiste valorar, no lo quise por ti, y por eso me voy. Todo cambió entre tú y yo, nada es igual, nada es real. En este mundo todo tiene su final.
Justo, obviously, you're very talented. Tell us about your formal education.
I went to UMass Boston for graphic design, and then I switched over to Mass College of Art, and I learned a lot there. I'm actually an architect, and I work as an architect on my 9 to 5, and then 6 to infinity. I'm here.
So you keep very busy with Deezshirts, don't you?
I do, extremely busy all the time.
And Boston Latino has also kept Justo busy, as he is the designer of our new logo, which is debuting on this show today. Justo was the creative imagination behind the logo, and we're very happy to have worked with him on that. Thank you so much for creating our logo, and we hope to work with you again in the future.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be here.
To find Justo Garcia and Deezshirts, please go online to www.deezshirts.com, and you can also find him on MySpace. Thank you.